What is up, 88 Molars? I'm Brother Quang, and I'm with...
Wagon fruit.
Okay, that's cool. Today is the comeback of babies. Welcome
Oh
back if
yeah.
you're a baby. If you're not a baby, you can't watch this. Today we're
Welcome
gonna talk...
back.
Shut the fuck up! I'm still talking about the goddamn intro. You're gonna interrupt me. Today we're gonna talk about all the baby division teams in the order that they were drafted, and talk our thoughts on how good they are.
Good shit. Nice talking, bro.
Yeah, good talking, bro. Yeah.
Good talking, bro.
Yeah, you eat ass. Yeah.
This is not a PR. However, we will be ranking them on how well we think
Okay.
they drafted.
Well, okay. I will not be ranking them, but I will
not
tell you
ranking,
if you drafted
but we'll
a shit
give
team.
we'll give our judgment. Okay.
Yeah. Our judgment is final.
Yeah.
Now we can move on to the first team because we finished talking about that. Shut the fuck up. Frosthammer, the clobbering Clodthyres, who has a Chiempao, Slowking, Terrazapdos, Gengar, Cyclizar, Hippowdon, Taurus Paldea F, Klefki, and Lilligant.
Oh yeah. I love this team. I really liked it.
Oh, and the Lilligant is Terra, by the way.
Yeah, Lilligant's also Terra. I am such a huge fan of how this team is constructed. He's kind of got like everything, and he's not like actually like he doesn't have any bad qualities. Like his bulk is good, his braking is incredible. He has setup sweepers, he has different win cons. I really like how it is, and this is Shed Tail Cyclizar, so it's like he has an easy way of enabling.
Okay, that goes without saying. That shit is 15 points. If it was no Shed Tail, it'd be like 8.
Okay, but like, come on. Man.
Alright, I have one complaint with Frost's team that said he drafted a Gengar. And I think Gengar is doo-doo this gen.
Listen.
Doo-doo. Crap ass.
It's not that doo-doo.
It's not that doo-doo.
It's not that doo-doo, and it synergizes very well with Chien-Pao. I think it actually, like, goes really well with it in terms of braking. Because Chien-Pao doesn't actually, like, he's not going to struggle with braking. He has a Chien-Pao. And he has a Zapdos, but Gengar just complements it more. And it gives him a good speed tier. I think it's a good pick.
Okay, but I don't like Gengar. I think it's bad.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Well, I'm always right, so I don't care. I gotta respect the Hippowdon pick. I think that Mon is pretty okay this gen, even though you don't ever want it for the sand. I like that it's just a fat fuck that just lives some things. They're just some strong Mons. Unless if it's getting hit, like, super effectively, it probably eats that hit, and then it just clicks slack off. And
yeah.
Like,
yeah, pretty much. It also goes pretty well defensively with Slowking and Zapdos. So
yeah.
Very nice. Very good
Terra
stuff.
Lilligant is gonna sweep someone this season. I don't know
true.
who it's gonna be.
There's gonna be those matchups where
Chien-Pao's
gonna be fucking banded, and then Lilligant's gonna set a sweep. And
it's gonna be Ant. We already know it's gonna be Ant.
It's gonna be Ant though.
Sorry, Ant. Ant, if you're watching this, I apologize.
I'm sorry.
And make sure to leave a comment.
I apologize in advance, Ant. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, just make sure to leave a comment too. Leave 3 different comments. Talking about your favorite breakfast meal, what color your shoelaces are, and how you think you're gonna do this season. You know, I gotta know all 3 of those things.
Color of the shoelaces? Really?
Yeah.
That's important to you?
Yeah, it's
really
pretty important.
Really?
Okay. Really?
By the way, Frost, why are you not using your last point? Okay. You still have 2 slots.
It's not shown here, but yeah, he only has 1 point left over.
He has 1 point.
You could get a stupid.
There's no reason not to use it. I mean, I guess there would be a reason not to use it if you're gonna make transactions, but why would you make transactions with this team? It's so good.
Because they want to upgrade Tauros Paldea Fire into Tauros Paldea Water, which isn't even better, honestly, on this team.
Yeah. I think it's pretty perfect. He can just get like a Weber? I don't know.
Well, the good Weber is gone, so you're stuck with fucking Cricketune.
Do it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
All right, let's move on to the next team.
Mm-hmm.
Another returning baby division coach. The Maniac, who drafted the Maniacal Rayquazas with Terra Urshifu, Corviknight, Iron Bumble, Volcarona, Sandy Shocks, Florges, Baxcalibur, Slowbro Galar, and Masquerain.
Mm-hmm. What's your opinion on this team?
I think this team gets very hard carried by the Terashifu because
Maybe a little bit.
maybe a little bit. One
Maybe a
because
little bit.
Terashifu is kind of broken. It's just kind of ridiculous. Two, there's some pieces that I just don't particularly like. I think that some of the defensive pieces I just think are not the best. Like, okay, I think
I
Florges is
agree.
bad.
I think
I think
agree.
Corviknight isn't really all that this gen. Even though I don't think it's bad on this team, it's gonna underwhelm at times. I think the non-Terra Mons that really wish they could have Terra and or have Terra banned on them, really wish that they could have Terra or not have Terra banned on them. And you've got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Not to say that non-Terra Bundle or non-Terra Volcarona or non-Terra Backs are bad, but they're not necessarily. I feel like there is such a thing as too many win cons,
Yeah.
and this team kind of has that problem.
This team is going to struggle to fit everything it wants into a matchup. And in those matchups where Slowbro Galar is not coming, I think a lot of his bulk is just way too fat and like not enough pressure.
Yeah.
So like you're going to have like this very good like offensive core, and you won't struggle in breaking anything, but in those moments where you're on the defense, that those things do not put on any pressure. And while they do have pivoting, you are kind of giving them a free turn, and that's just not what an offense team wants.
Yeah. I also think that mono hazard Sandy Shocks isn't the best thing. I don't think it's workable, but like you kind of wish you had something else.
I think that's saved by the fact that he already has something similar in that speed tier, and the fact that his offense is not even close to lacking. I think he has an excuse to run hazards on Sandy Shocks like every time he brings it, to be honest.
Yeah, but like, what if it's a matchup where it's so good and you also want rocks? See,
You can still fit your stabs on that. You just those are the matchups where you can run specs, I guess, but you just won't have hazards. I don't know.
Unrelated to the Maniacs team, looking at OBS, and it's telling me the image file is download/olimarwife2.jpg. I just thought you'd like to know that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's really cool.
I'm glad you told me
I
that.
told that. I really also like that the Maniacs logo is just man.
Yeah, I
It's just
didn't even
man.
notice that. Why is it just
Man.
man? Does it say Maniac and it just cut off
Maybe
or
it
what?
got cut off. Maniac, leave a comment
Alright.
if it got cut off or not, and if it didn't, don't leave a comment. They'll know it was the truth. But yeah.
For a moment, hold. I'm turning my loud ass AC off.
Okay, I heard you. Dude,
You heard it.
Dude, there's fireworks outside. If you can hear them, make sure to leave a like.
Yeah.
If you can't hear them,
at this current moment.
please report the channel.
No.
No, don't do
Don't
that.
report
no.
it. Just leave a lot of dislikes, and we'll see
Yeah,
it. You won't.
Yeah,
but
I
we'll see it.
will. You fucking won't. I will see it though.
No, I'll see it. It hurts me too. You should just put a bunch of dislikes.
Okay, let's move on to the next team.
Uh-huh.
The next team is our first newcomer in Baby Division. Nellick. Actually, no, Nellick isn't a newcomer. He played one game last season.
Played one game last
Yeah,
season.
fuck you, Calico. You piece of
But-
shit.
Yeah.
The Point Nemo Naganadels. I don't know where Point Nemo is.
I don't know
But,
what that even is.
Yeah, but they drafted a pretty good team. They got Dragapult, Iron Valiant, Terra, King Gambit, Rotom Wash, Donphan, Quillfish Asui, Mesprit, Lycanroc, Dusk, Oricorio. I don't think there is a single shit mon on this team.
There's not even there's just not a mon even close to shit on this team, and this seems like hell to prep for. I'm not gonna lie.
The closest is like Oricorio.
Oricorio isn't even like bad.
I
though.
think that's the closest to being bad.
It is the closest, just for its point value, I guess. But there's also like Mesprit's just like okay, but everything is value, and they all do something. And his top 4 is fucked up.
I think his
Like
top
very,
5 is fucked up.
Yeah, top 5. Top 5 is very fucked up, and his low tier picks are good. So it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
How do you prep for this?
Really gotta give credit to not missing on a single mon on this whole draft. Because
Yeah,
I think the Maniac made a couple of mistakes. I think Frost shouldn't have taken a Gengar and maybe not a Terry Lilligant. This one I can't really point anything else.
No,
like,
I think
this should have been something
Okay.
else.
You can argue Gengar, sure. I don't think Terra Lugia is bad.
Okay. No. We're talking about Nellic's team. No,
Yeah,
don't get
but
hammered up on that.
I get it. But yeah, this team is like you don't need like the only thing is like you have 5 Terra budget left, but that doesn't matter. You're gonna Terra Gambit every game. It doesn't fucking matter.
Terra Gambit's kind of broken. Spoiler alert, it is like
super broken.
Ridiculous. I'm going to ban Terra. Not on just this, just in general, but like
you're gonna do it.
King Gambit is the reason for that. Dragapult being so fast is so good because, especially since you have another speed option, Valiant, and he also Lycan Dusk.
Yeah, like the speed tiers are good, and then just the threats are just fucking crazy.
The bulk is good.
I just
the
don't know how
removal is good. The hazards are good.
Prep for this. Yeah,
literally everything about this team is good. I guess like.
The only like losing-ish matchups you would ever even come close to having is just individual mons being annoying.
I feel like Chi would be very annoying for this team to deal with.
Yeah, but you also just have tools with it because you have insane speed, you have good Scarfers, you have a Lycan Dusk, like
rocks.
You do have a fire and a dark resist that are like okay. It's just Chi used, so like whatever. But like I don't think there's gonna be any matchup that's gonna feel like you're like struggling to find answers or like struggling to find a way to win. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, this team gets my like.
Very like.
If you like this team, leave a like on the video. Take away the dislike from the last thing we said, but make sure to turn that into a like. And actually. Maybe don't report us. In fact,
you don't report us. That would be annoying.
Yeah, dude. I hope my air conditioner isn't getting picked up. That would be omega cringe.
I think it's getting picked up a tiny bit, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think we've already gone over two of the best drafts.
Yeah, so it's all downhill from here.
It is all downhill from here, but not because the other drafts are like bad. It's just like
well,
like, I think not because of that. It's just Frost and Nelix are just fucking crazy. Yep. And honestly, maybe the fact that they got everything they got, especially Nelix, might have a bad effect on the rest of the draft. But who knows?
Yeah, I don't know why you guys let this happen.
Yeah, like what the? How did you let him get? He's pick 3, by the way. How did he get Valiant?
Like, I don't know. Maybe nobody wanted it. Okay, I'm looking now at what some of the shit that people took, and I'm very baffled.
Yeah.
But, speaking of being baffled, let's take a look at the next team. The Chirac Shedinjas by Buffcat.
Buffcat, my goat.
Jeez, Rick. He has Palafin, Iron Treads, Thunderous Therian, Sylveon, Goodra, Overquill, Pelipper, Amoonguss, Hoopa Unbound with Terra, Typhlosion with Terra, and Spidops. Man, what happened?
Man, okay, Buffcat, can I just, before I even say anything about the quality of the mons, why is Hoopa Terra over Thundurus? Can I just know that? It's like you built like a rain-ish team, and the mon that can abuse rain with fucking Wild Bolt Storm and I guess Thunder too.
And Thunder and Weather Ball.
And
I probably
you didn't give it the Terra Cap. Like this team looks like its sole purpose is to let Thundurus destroy, like super break, and then maybe like clean with a Palafin with Jet Punch. But you didn't tear the Thundurus.
Yeah, you drafted an Overquill with the intention of using it as a rain sweeper.
Yeah, that
which is kind of awesome, but also extremely freakish.
It is awesome and possibly even a little effective, but it's why did you tunnel yourself so hard?
Yeah, I think the Sylveon pick is a bit weird. I don't think Sylveons are that great this gen, especially since you got what Pokemon that I think is much more effective as a special hit taker in Goodra immediately afterwards.
Mm-hmm. And Goodra obviously synergizing with Rain.
And Amoonguss.
Sylveon isn't bad, just because I think it's valued correctly at 9. It's just, why is it your pick 4 on the team that you constructed afterwards? Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
make sense to me.
You kind of dropped the ball. Terra Typhlosion also is never gonna come.
Yeah, true. It doesn't make sense to.
It's kind of crap.
I will say Sylveon like does do well with treads, like those two synergize together, but Sylveon just doesn't really fit on the rest.
Why did
By the
this
way-
turn into a rain team?
I don't know. It started. I mean, those top three is
Those top three is like-
those go very well together. Like
Yeah,
very
the
well.
top three is really good. The
Yeah.
rest of it is not so good.
especially if the Thunder goes Terra. Like,
Why
that
didn't you
makes
take
a
the
lot of
Iron
sense.
Valiant?
Shoutouts to every single division drafting Palafin Iron Treads, by the way.
Yep.
That was very funny.
Dude, these people
Yeah, I-
outside gotta chill.
I just don't know why this devolved into what it was, but it I mean, it definitely like has ways to win.
Dude,
not
it's like you passed me the aux cord. Get it?
what?
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 Okay, just Buffcat, please just Terra the Thunderous
Buffcat,
Instead of-
go back and tear the
instead of the
thunders.
Hoopa.
Dude, my mom is sent me 15 different gifts of dogs asking for food in an attempt to get me to feed my dogs, not knowing that I already fed them.
That's incredible. Shoutouts to Quang's mom.
Shout out to my mom. Mom, if you're watching this, leave a comment saying, "Hi, Mom." Well, actually, don't say that. Say,
No, that
"Hi,
wouldn't make
son."
sense. Yeah. Also, Terra the Spidops because there's no reason not to.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, there's a reason to, because you can only tear two things.
Oh,
Fail.
yeah.
Fail. Oh my god, loser.
Oh my god, I literally forgot how to fucking play Pokemon.
Okay, well, yeah, Buffcat. Cringe.
Cringe a little bit, but I think there's parts of it that are based though. I think the one game where this Overquill is gonna like kill 5 Mons is gonna be the best time of his life.
And every other game is gonna be,
Yeah, and every other
Ah.
game is gonna be
Mm.
shit. I can't defensively deal with a lot of stuff.
jeez, Rick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
That's
gonna move on
kinda
to the
just the way
next
it's
team
gonna be.
now. I don't care. I don't
Mhm.
care what you're saying anymore. Toronto Tyrantrums by J-Hole, featuring Sneasler, Terratorn, Tinglu, Walking Wake, Rillaboom, Tinkaton, a bunch of shit. Delphox, Alomomola, Fortress, Drifloon, Murkrow.
Uh-huh.
I think every pick after, I'd argue honestly every pick after Rillaboom kind of is
Yeah.
a bit crap.
That's what I would say. I mean, Tink is a great filler steal.
It's a nice
I-
filler, man.
It's hard to shit on Tink, but those.
Oh no,
bottom
it's very
5
easy.
No.
No,
I
no,
think-
no. It's very easy to shit on Tinkaton, I assure you.
No, I mean like, as an opinion, I don't think Tinkaton's just like a bad mon. I think it's pretty easy to fit on a lot of teams. But those bottom 5, like, what is happening?
I don't think Delphox has a purpose on this team because you have the speed tier filled, and you're not really lacking in like special offense or like.
You're
special
definitely not. You have a
Wincons.
Terratorn.
You have
totally
a
fine.
Terratorn. You just use that. Alomomola just sucks. That's just
It-
a bad mon.
It just sucks, and also your team seems like it's not really catered for that super passive stuff. Like it has.
It has a
its bulk-
Tinglu, but like
Its bulk is rooted in Tinglu, which it's designed to chip things down with Ruination and Spike Stack.
yeah,
It's not designed to bulk out an entire matchup.
yeah.
It's designed to set up for your offense, and Aloe is just not gonna want to be there.
Fortress is okay
kind
for
of as well.
spin, but it
Yeah.
also like you don't need the hazards because you have a Tinglu,
Yeah,
so it's just
only
there
there
for spin.
It's only there for spin.
It's literally
Like,
only
because-
there for spin because you even have another steel type.
Yeah, like yeah, that's it. And then I mean, honestly, Drifblim underrated.
Drifblim is kind of meta, but like Murkrow is never coming.
No, Murkrow just sucks ass.
The top 5 I think is alright. I think Rillaboom is a little slept on this gen. It's not bad at all. It's a pretty good
What-
breaker.
One thing I will
and it
say
has
is
good moves to spam.
yeah, I think Rillaboom is kind of
alright.
kind of pretty good, and it's definitely good with Sneasler. So there's a reason for it. It's decent with Tinglu too. It can't cook Earthquake, but does it get high horsepower? I don't know.
No.
I mean,
Just fucking click
so-
Ruination.
Yeah, just click Ruination anyway. It's,
Yeah,
it's
la, la,
fine.
la,
You'll
la.
just be bringing a bulkier Tinglu. One thing I will say is I don't totally know how to rate Walking Wake personally. I did like outside of Sun.
It's really good. Oh, and
It-
outside
it-
of Sun, it's
Yeah,
pretty
outside
good.
of Sun. It's probably still pretty good. I just personally don't know how to rate it, so I'll just see it for
It's okay.
what it is.
I think
guess.
J-Hole can run manual Sun.
I did see a plus speed Life Orb manual Sunny Day Walking Away clean the team. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
That's awesome. Terratorn is broken. Non-Terra Sneasler isn't necessarily the thing I would pick round 1 But I guess also you probably didn't expect the Torn to come back, so I'll give you a pass on that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with Torn, it looks great.
Yeah.
I mean,
In a perfect
Terra
world,
Torn,
you could
yeah.
Terra both of them. In a perfect world, actually, there wouldn't be any Terra at all.
In a perfect world, he would not be able to tear both of them. That'd be fucked up.
Yeah. Well, in a perfect world, you wouldn't actually be able to Terra either of them.
Yeah.
Because Terra
Real.
would be banned.
Are you turning into like a hardcore Terra hater?
I mean, what do you mean turning into?
Okay.
I
Terra the Murkrow. Terra the Murkrow. Yay, Terra the Murkrow.
Yay, Terra the Merc. You actually can. Yay.
You actually can. There's no reason not to. Why are you not doing this? Why are you just leaving stuff open?
Yeah, I think this team is okay, but it's got a lot of crap.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's better than
can...
Buff Cat's team because I think there's more focus behind it.
Yeah. Like, at the very least, like, there is a very, very solid top 5. Like, that shit is not easy to prep for. Buff Cats is a little bit lacking there.
Leave a like.
Yeah.
Please, please. Just please.
Just please.
Comment. Just drop a follow.
Can you just comment? Just please. Can you just comment,
Please.
please?
Comment, please.
Just please comment, please.
Please. Let's move on to the next team.
Mm-hmm.
For another newcomer to Baby Division. The Houston Chimecos by farm in the Pasta Supper time zone. Oh, wait, no, that's not 3:30. Shit. In the almost Pasta Supper time zone with Goldango, Garchomp, Glamora, Zarude, Kilowattrel. Both of those are Terra. Azumarill, Armarouge, Lokix, Morgrem, the Dunsparce, Ice-Q. You start on this one.
I'll start on this one. I definitely like that there was a lot of focus on synergy here. Obviously, Goldengo, Garchomp, Glamora are very good together because Glamora enables Garchomp to run more offensive sets, and then Goldengo is just big hazard blocking. I think your Terra Caps are also, you plan that out really well. It feels you've wasted your Terra budget entirely, and both of those Terra Caps are really good. I think a lot of your mid tiers, while the numbers are a little bit wild, but they're pretty quality. I think this is a pretty quality team. Ice-Q's a decent 2-pointer.
I have a complaint with this team, and it's
blame?
not necessarily with the Mons drafted, but more like of what could have been. I feel like going for a round 1 Goldango in modern era is kind of a throw.
That is pretty
I think you built around the like your I feel like you built around it fine, but I also think you could have had a much better team if you picked a better top Mon. Unless like you really wanted to build with Goldango, in which case, you know what? I'm not your mom. You can do whatever you want. If your mom is watching though, tell her to leave a like, please.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, I think you built around the Goldango decently enough. You got some really good hazards. Your removal is non-existent because Glamora is never clicking Mortal Spin. Just fuck, it's gonna die.
Yeah,
you're gonna explode. You have a lot of shit that's gonna want to run boots, mostly in like your lower tiers. Like Kilowattrel, Armarouge, Lokix. Ice-Q doesn't come to games. That Pokemon is mega omega doo-doo.
No. It comes to one game.
Morgrem is going to come to more games than Ice-Q.
Well, Morgrem might come to 2 games, but might not pop off. Ice-Q will come to the one.
Morgrem coming to 2 games is actually an extremely fucked up thing to think about. I want you to point that out.
It can.
It could. I like the thing is you're not even wrong. It could, but like.
The one thing I will say, like, given that you've gotten the round 1 Goldango and you wanted Chomp, like, that does make sense because if you, like, Goldango is the only thing that can do what it does, and then Chomp is like, if you want Spike Stack, then there's a bunch of mons that can Spike Stack. So it kind of makes sense explicitly if you wanted to go that route, which I guess you did. So
I also think this team's kind of slow. Like
it is. Yeah, I was about to say
Kilowattrel is fast. And then it's like Zarude, and then it's Garchomp, and that's the only things you have above 100, and everything else is just like.
Yeah, that's like, not great.
Garchomp to like Goldango or Glamora, Lokix speed. I don't even know what that thing's speed stat is.
It's 90, I think.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. It's clicking priority half the time anyway.
Or it's like 82 or some shit. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's made up a tiny bit for the fact that the priority on this team is good, and then Armarouge can set up to be fast, I guess.
I feel like Armarouge is kind of a freak pick. This team should have had the Delphox. I would have liked this team a lot better if they had the Delphox Armarouge.
Maybe. Yeah, the speed tier would have been nice for
Although
sure.
I feel like I don't actually think it
Wait,
was
no, it
available. I
doesn't.
don't think it was available. Well, it's a little bit better.
It wasn't available like way too early.
Okay.
Because J-Hole picked it.
Okay.
Right after Tate.
I'm realizing now that like,
Yeah.
you know, jury's out on this one.
But
It's
the
okay.
Mon, yeah, I think this team is like the Mons are
It's
quality,
fine.
but like I think it's like power crept a bit.
Yeah, this team is like what a Gen 8 team would look like, but
Yeah,
it's Gen
kinda.
9, and there's also a Goldango.
It's like Gen 8 spike stack, but there's a Goldengo on it,
It's
so
a
it's way more
Goldango,
effective.
and it's also
But-
like, but there's also like, this
But-
is not the gen to run this kind of team as hardcore as you did. I think it can work
Yeah.
definitely. I'm not saying it's not bad, but I also feel like it might just crumble to some things.
It's just like you have all this, and then you're just in the face of an iron bundle, and you're just crying.
Yeah, Iron Bundle is going to tear you
I
a
mean,
new one.
There's probably a lot of Mons, like anything over kill speed, like it's just gonna be annoying to deal with, probably.
Honestly, even I think most things faster than Zarude are gonna be a problem.
Perhaps, yeah.
Because
I mean,
Kilowattrel isn't good enough to come to like every game.
yeah.
It's not
There's more-
bad, but like
Yeah, there's definitely more times you can justify it just because its base typing is really good and it's a Terra cap, but Zarude, you want to be tearing Zarude, I feel.
Yeah,
Because
Terra
that
Zarude's
thing
really
is
good.
very good this gen with Terra.
with Terra. Yep.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Overall, pretty good. Pretty good.
pretty
Not the
solid
best.
team.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's time to move on to the 7th coach. We're halfway done. Yeah, we're halfway done. The LA Clodsires with Yelsu, who drafted a Chiyu, Slow King Galar, Dragonite, Iron Hands, Iron Jugulus, Decidueye, Barraskewda, Orthworm, Doxbun, Sandaconda, Wooper, Paldea. Why are you laughing?
Oh yeah. Whooper
Okay,
Paldea.
I want to talk about the elephant in the room in this team. There's a Terra Orthworm on this
Yeah.
team. That Pokemon is dog shit. It fucking sucks, and you chose to Terra it.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
it
my
seems
complaints are done.
yeah, it seemed like you were trying to make sure you used as many Terra points as possible, when in reality you could have terra'd your Iron Hands and your Sandaconda, and it would have been better.
Yeah, or you could have just Terra'd the Chiyu, and I think it would have been better.
Oh, you can Terra that? Yeah,
Yeah.
you could also just Terra the Chiyu, and then
Yeah.
the Wooper if you wanted to.
Yeah, you get absolutely nothing out of Terra Orthworm because it is a useless pile of garbage that exists to do nothing except set up rocks once, maybe click Shed Tail, and then die.
Yeah, it's as someone who's used Terra Orthworm before, it's not great. It has like one moment, and you've wasted an entire Terra slot on it.
All right, now that I'm done bitching about, well, I'm not done bitching about Orthworm, but I might be able to go back to it. But I want to talk about the good things on this team, which is like the first 6 picks I think are really solid.
Yeah, that's
there's-
pretty tough to prefer.
There's no the Fastmon being Iron Jugulus is a little suspicious, which is why I'm not gonna penalize the Barraskewda pick as much as I normally would, because I can tell that you were a bit down bad for a fast Pokemon. I get it.
Right.
That's what happens in this gen. Maybe I wouldn't have picked Barraskewda, but I'm pretty sure there was like probably nothing better.
At this round,
At that
yeah,
point, there was probably
not.
nothing better. And I think Terra Jugulus is a fine pick. That's a good selection. That mon can do stuff. Orthworm can't. But I do think that having like Terra Iron Hands and then Terra something else, or just Terra Chiyu, would have just been a much more effective use of your Terra options.
I think the
Also-
better route is either you go
also,
Iron Hands plus
Sandaconda
Sandaconda,
ground
or
type
just
is kinda
or
bad.
just. Yeah, it is kind of bad. I think it's actually like a little bit better with Terra just because it can run coil sets. That's pretty
Yay!
cool. But yeah, either Hands plus that or just go Chiyu. I don't think these Terra captains are it.
Yeah, it's all Orthworm's fault. I fucking hate
It's-
Orthworm.
It's Orthworm's fault because he's like, oh, I want to use all my Terra points. It's maximum value.
You
But in
fell into
reality-
the sand trap.
Yeah, in reality, you
I don't
should
know why
have
it's
fallen
sand.
into the other sand trap.
Yeah, you should have drafted sand.
You should have drafted a little more sand and a little bit less earth.
Yeah, a little bit less Orth.
Yeah.
Eh?
Ah. You picking up what I'm putting down, Yelsu? You picking it up? You fuck.
Okay. Don't call him a fuck.
Sorry, I love you, Yelsu. I love you.
Okay.
By the way.
All right, let's move on to the next team before I fall asleep on my computer screen.
Damn, that's bars.
What the fuck is this team name? Halifax Hacks Are Us. Is that how I say that? I think that's how you say that.
I think it is. I think he envisioned the R upside down or backwards rather.
Okay, I can't see. This is Apollo Chaos's team with Terra Regieleki, Lando T, Hydreigon, Talonflame, Garganacl, Zoroark Kasui, Toxapex, Chestnut, Bronzong. Meh.
And there's a lot of mid here.
I think this team would probably benefit from having a Terra option that isn't just Regieleki, in the sense of I wish it was a different Pokemon, because you picked a couple mons that really wish they could Terra.
Yeah.
But then they can't.
There's no problem with just Terraing Lucky every game.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Terra Lucky. But I do think this team would have been better constructed if Terra Lucky wasn't the thing. If Terra Lucky was something else.
I mean, yeah, it's just like you have a few mons that would definitely like Terra. Like I think Hydra and Garg are the biggest names probably. Maybe even Lando too. Like a lot of mons could use Terra very well. But Garg is like, why do you have a Garg?
I think this team is full of mid. Like I think Lando T without Terra is a little bit mid. I think Hydreigon without Terra is actually not a little bit mid. I think it's pretty good this gen.
It's pretty good, yeah.
But like obviously it's like it could be better. I think Talonflame is pretty mid. I think non-Terra Garganacl is pretty mid. I think Zoroark Kasui has the potential to be decent, but a lot of the times it just doesn't necessarily do what you want it to do. I think Toxapex is very mid. I think Chestnut is very mid. I think Bronzong is very mid. You drafted a very mid team and Regieleki.
Yeah.
Regieleki's pretty good, but like...
I will say I kind of disagree on the Zoroark. I think Zoroark has been putting in a lot of work when I see it brought.
Yeah, but I also have seen
which is interesting because the other Zoroark fucking sucks.
Yeah, because what happens when you have a better special attack stat and a better typing and a better speed stat and like but you're not ass.
Honestly, in my opinion, this gen non-Terra Garg and Pex are borderline undraftable. Honestly, like I hate those mons. They just don't do anything.
They suck.
They just suck. I don't know what really they accomplished.
Did you need a Ghost Resist? You have a Hydreigon.
I don't know. I do think Talonflame is it does
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about the Talonflame. I think it's mid, but like it's a necessity because of the speed.
Yeah, and I think your bottom two are also a bit mid.
They're mid, but like Chestnut is like mid, and Bronzong is like the definition of mid. Yeah. Like when you look up mid in the dictionary, you find a picture of Bronzong because it's like it's not like there's nothing really wrong with it, but it's not good.
Yeah, I think this team is at worst at least it's gonna be a little boring. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like this team looks like it's not fun to prep with.
This team is putting me to sleep.
A little bit. You're...
Sorry.
If you don't find some creative stuff to do, I feel like this team's just gonna be kind of boring.
Yeah, you're gonna be very upset and you're gonna cry very loud.
Yeah. Like Quang does.
Yeah, do I do.
Onto it. Okay.
What?
It's time.
The next team. Okay, let's move on to the next team.
You sleepy guy.
Levitating Lipas by Joey Jokes with Zamazenta Crown, Terra Annihilate, Landorus, Cinderace, Screamtail, Rotom, Dondozo, Terra Muck, Zoroark. Ugh. Why is there a regular
Okay. I don't mind it too much, I think. Because Zoroark...
I want to point out that Zoroark is the Ghost Resist.
That's not great.
What happened?
Yeah, that is not great.
What happened?
But I will say, Zoroark disguising as Terra Annihilate could be, fucking devious.
It could be a little devious. Okay, but like it could also be like a good mon, and it's not that. But let's talk about the good parts of the team. I think the top 5 are very good. Zama Crown is very good. Annihilate, Terra is very good. Even though there's 2 fighting types, they're like They're not even remotely similar. I'd say.
I think the one weakness is there's a little bit of similar counterplay to them, but they don't accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, they
which
don't
is
accomplish
fine.
the same thing. Like Annihilate is like you beat this thing through passive damage. You beat Zamazenta through passive damage.
Well, yeah, it's just like you need to chip Zama, and if you try to chip Annihilate and it's like rest, then you lose the game.
Yeah.
it's over.
Landorus is fine here. I think Cinderace is good here. Screamtail is a good mon. I hate Dondozo with a passion.
Yeah,
But I think it's
like
fine. I think it's fine
annoying.
here.
I think it's fine on this team though.
Yeah,
I do.
Rotomo I think is actually fine here. I don't hate Rotomo this gen.
Yeah, I think it's
it gets
good.
the job done. Although I will say, watch out for flying types. If you play against a Tornadus, I think you're gonna have a very miserable time.
Yeah, I think your Screamtail is just gonna be like bloody and like gross. By the
Yeah,
end of
they're
the
gonna
game.
rip the fucking tail off its head.
It's gonna suck. The
Bro.
Terra Muck will simply clutch and be
The Terra Muck. Honest to God, I could see more than one situation where that Terra Muck clutches up.
Yeah, I do too.
Dude,
I think it's
Muck
kinda
is
funny.
kind of him.
He is kind of him. This gen, people are really seeing the value of it, which is
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
just it's good as a cheap mon. If you make it more expensive though, no one's ever gonna pay for it. So don't fucking do that,
Yeah, don't.
leagues.
Yeah,
It's
don't,
like what
please.
happens when people realized Stunfisk was good last gen and they started raising the price of it. It's like, why? The reason why Stunfisk was good was because it was cheap.
It's like the only reason people picked
Yeah,
it.
if you make Stunfisk expensive, I don't want to take it anymore. I'll just take fucking Mudsdale.
The only change Muck even like really got was the fact that it got T-spikes now.
Yeah, but like also
that's
it's
good.
just like it's a Spadef poison type. T-spikes are at their best this gen, so you gotta get a grounded poison while you can.
Yeah, there's just a lot more value in just having a fat Spadef mon just sitting there with all the insane threats that have come out. Like it at least gives you something, right?
Yeah,
It's good.
it's a pretty alright team.
It's above average. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let's move on to the next team. By Aurora Boros, it's the Fayetteville Float Souls with Enamorus, Ursaluna, Skeledirge, Mew, Meowscarada, Magnezone, Vaporeon, Sidgewayasui, and Haxorus. There's something very wrong here.
There is.
I gotta respect Aurora Boros to committing to the Terra Magnezone bit. However, you really fucked up this time. There is a Skeledirge on this team that is not Terra. There is an Ursaluna on this team that is not Terra. And there is an Enamorus on this team that is not Terra. And you could even argue there is a Mew on this team that is not Terra.
Yeah, all four of those are way more value.
I think the Terra Magnezone is very funny. I gets a good chuckle out of me. I think it's awesome that like you found your true passion in life, but like the top half of this team is very neutered because you chose to Terra Magnezone, and then I think the bottom half is just like meh. Like Vaporeon's not bad, but it's not great. Sidgewai Hisui is not bad, but it's not great. That Terra Haxorus is nice, but I think you get a lot more value out of like a Terra Dirge or a Terra Enamorus because those Pokemon are fucking insane.
Yeah, the thing is, I think if the Terra was on Dirge and you just like look down that top 5, that's pretty formidable, I would say.
So scary.
But the fact that this Dirge goes from being honestly underpriced if it had Terra to a bit overpriced without it.
A bit.
Yeah, a bit. It still has use in space typing for sure, but like
a
14
bit
per base, yeah. Wagyu, what?
I mean, I'm not paying. I would not pay anywhere near 14 for a non-Terra Skeledirge.
A bit. I would maybe pay 12. Maybe.
I would not pay 12. I'd pay like 11 or 10.
Okay.
Okay. Because the fucking Fire Ghost typing is bad.
A little bit.
For
but
a defensive. For a defensive mon, it's good in the Sneasler matchup, and that's about it.
It
is very, very good in the Sneasler matchup, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just like the fact that there's isn't Terra like straight up knocks your team down.
Yeah, you just lose.
What?
When you lose.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, Dirge goes from with unaware like trolling a few mons to if you have Terra just like walling an entire spectrum of Pokemon. It's
Yeah.
insane. So that's like a huge downgrade to the team
Yeah,
already.
I think the poor choice of Terra captains will come back to haunt you.
And with that Terra choice, I think top mon base Enamorus is not great.
Yeah, I mean,
Either.
yeah, if it was Terra and Amorous, thumbs up.
Yeah,
I don't think it is the
pretty good.
worst decision for a top mon, because some people, someone may have made a worse choice, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think you kind of fumbled the bag. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, a little
But
bit.
I respect the commitment.
I do respect the commitment.
I
to the
really
management.
gotta
I think
respect
I
the
think it's
commitment.
funny, and I really hope it pops off again this
I
season.
hope
Just
it works.
because of
I
this.
hope it works again. But like, now people are gonna prep for it, I think. So
You'd be surprised.
okay, well, I think the people that play, I think some of the people that played last season are gonna prep
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. They do know what you want
I don't
to
think
go
I don't,
for.
I don't,
so
I don't I don't think Ant's gonna prep for it. Ant, if you're gonna prep for the Terra Magna Zone, leave another comment.
one person who I know if fights you will 100% prep for it is Chickadee.
Yeah.
That shit is not. That shit is not happening again.
Yeah. On the subject of Chickadee, they're next.
Yeah.
Oh, the Milwaukee
Wow.
Mousehold with a first round Terra Urshifu, not non-Terra Urshifu Rapid, Spectre, Heatran, Thundurus, Roaring Moon, Wigglytuff, Toedscruel, Terra Spothra, Quillfish, Terra Avalugg. This team looks like Aurora Boros' team from last season.
It does.
It's like
yeah.
they're like top like 5 is I think almost exactly what they had, except replace the Thundurus with a Magnezone.
I will.
They
say,
literally
though,
had
like,
all of that.
Yeah, it did. There's a lot of similarities for sure. That Terra Spothra plus those top 5, it's basically your 6th best. obviously.
Why is there
But,
a
like-
round 6 Wigglytuff?
Yeah. That's like why is it Wigglytuff, Toedscruel, and then Terra Spothra? That's really weird.
I don't
But
know. Maybe they changed
I guess
their mind.
Spothra does like not get picked sometimes just because people don't want to use it.
Yeah, I will
So
say
it was a good
there's a
pickup.
fumble in this draft. You took a round 1 Urshifu Rapid, and
It
then
did,
you
but
did
the
not
power level
you
isn't
did
down
not
though.
Terra it. There were
That's-
okay. The thing is that there were definitely better selections on the board at that point. I can name at least one, and it was the thing that Ant took, that I definitely would have taken over a non-Terra Urshifu Rapid.
Well, here's the thing though. I would say that Spectre is a good round 1.
Yeah, but they didn't pick the Spectre around 1.
But who cares? Because they
I
got Spectre.
do!
Why do you care about that if they got it?
Because they could have had something better with the Spectre.
Well, I think this team is pretty good.
Okay, here's the thing. I think this team is fine, but it pisses me off.
I
Because
just
you
don't
fumbled the
understand-
bag.
I just don't understand why you are so pissed.
There's a Wigglytuff. That's part of it.
There's a very real possibility.
There's a
that he can be-
Wigglytuff.
There's a Wigglytuff round 6. That is a bit absurd.
That is a bit absurd. There's also a Toedscruel, and I think that Pokemon sucks.
But like the issue usually with picking something like Urshifu Rapid round 1 is like it's scary because maybe your power level will be down, but it's not down. The highest 6 value mons are like insanely.
I would say
like,
the power
top
level.
heavy.
The power level is down because the Urshifu Rapid isn't good enough.
But there's a Terra Spothra. That mon is
Okay,
good.
but let me tell you something. There was a certain Pokemon that our next and final team took that I think if this team had, it would have been like, oh.
All right, I'll hear it out. I'll hear it out.
Okay, so that's all I have to say about Chickadee's team. He likes it.
Yeah.
I don't because I'm a hateful bitch.
I like it. I think you're gonna have fun prepping with that top 6.
You are gonna have
be a little
fun.
thing.
Well, I would not. Well, that top 6 includes Wigglytuff.
No. That doesn't. This is no. Okay. You fucking-
Okay. Okay, let's move on to the last team, which is my favorite player, Leonard, featured being Ant, who took a great Tusk that would have been really nice to have on Chickadee's team.
That's pretty fair. If Chickadee got a great Tusk round 1, that would have made a
Yeah,
little
you
more
could have
sense.
taken the Great Tusk, and then you could have taken the Spectre, and I would have been like, this is so beautiful. And then you wouldn't have had to draft a Toedscruel.
That's pretty fact.
But anyway, Ant has a Great Tusk, Iron Moth, Samurott Hisui, Salamence with Terra, Scizor, Uxie, Diancie, Electrode Hisui, Cloyster with Terra, and Dunsparce, as well as 3 points that he isn't using on anything for some reason.
Yeah, he has a free Mon slot and just 3 extra points sitting
And
around.
the surprising part is that I think this team's actually pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Which is a major step up from what you drafted last season. Which is a fucked up creature of a team.
It makes me curious how serious he was drafting last season. Like this is like
look, I don't know. Look, here's the thing: was it the lack of trying from last season, or did he just figure it out?
Yeah,
did he evolve?
I want to know that. I do want to know that.
Because I think he drafted, he got Great Tusk with Samurott, and I think that's really good. He's got Terra Salamence, which is very good Terra option.
Mm-hmm.
As you'll see when we do our Week 1 review.
Well, spoilers. Well,
not having a Terra Iron Moth is a bit unfortunate, but I think Terra Mence is fine, is a good option. Terra Moth, would have been nice, but
there's no shortage of power in your Terra caps.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
They make a lot of sense for sure.
Yeah, I don't think you fumbled the bag, because I also think Terra Cloyster has some niche uses.
Honestly, I think the reason he gravitated more towards the Terra Mence than the Terra Moth is because he has 3 points remaining. If you had gotten a good 4-pointer that can Terra with Iron Moth, as a core, maybe he would have been more inclined to pick
Okay, trick question. There are no good 4-point Terramons.
No. There's Veluza.
Fuck up.
You don't understand.
There's a Cloyster. He doesn't need Veluza.
It's true.
Electrode Hisui is morbidly a beast. That Pokemon was just good for what it is.
Hell yeah.
I will say
you used to think it was fucking bad.
I did, and then I grew.
You grew into a better person.
I was feeling awfully despicable with my minions, and I grew.
I will say Terra Cloyster seems devious just for stab types. I think that's gonna
I think you should run Terra Bug and Spike Cannon.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's not even a bug move.
Yeah, it's not. It's a normal move. But I think the main areas where Cloyster flops is it can only take 1 hit. So if the opponent preps a Mon that can take the Icicle Spear and just get that kill in a clutch moment, it kind of shuts down Cloyster. But if you have that Terra boost, it becomes harder to do. So that's a pretty good Terra cap for 7 points. I like it a lot.
Yeah. By the way, use your last 3 points, Ant, please.
Just use them, and we'll see how good the team is after that.
Please.
You still have a Mon to put on the team. Come on, man.
I'm also glad that Ant's running it back with Diancie. I hope that thing pops off in some way. Nothing's gonna match what it did last season, but
no, I don't think so.
I don't think you should try. I don't think you should try and emulate those heights personally. But you know what, Ant, you ball.
Listen, man, Ant, just get a bunch of wins. We know you're capable of it, especially with this team. This team's good. Then start cooking. I do want to see Ant cooking, but make sure you get playoffs.
But make sure you win first. We need to see Ant in playoffs.
We do need to see Ant in playoffs. But yeah, once that happens, then you can start cooking. All right? Just do that for me, please. I need to see more Ant games, which means you got to win some.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're not done yet, because I now have to pose a question to you.
Okay.
Who do you think drafted the worst team? Because we already know who drafted the best team.
Yeah, it's fucking Nellick.
Okay, and who drafted the worst team?
I think there is probably an argument for Aurora. Sadly.
I think it's between two.
Okay, it's between Aurora and Buffcat, yeah? Yeah.
Sorry, Buffcat. Make sure to leave a like if you don't like my opinion.
It's between those two.
Yeah. Because they had strong starts, and then they just fucked it up by not tearing the right things. Or in Buffcat's case, just going on a rain path that was not necessary.
Yeah. There is a part of me that kind of really expects Buffcat to get some, an unreasonable amount of wins with this team.
Yeah, no, I think Buffcat's gonna win with this team, but that doesn't make me think that it's good.
Yeah, it's like this team is. I feel like it's gonna somehow pull off a winning record, which is insane. It's just teams like this in a low div that seems like it's gonna just have this unexpected pop off. But
Yeah.
Aurora's just seems like the value is not there, which really kind of sucks.
Yeah. Do we have anything else to say about the teams?
But the bad structure of Buff, or like just the
fucked up nature.
The focus of Buffcat's team is fucked up. So I'm really not sure who I would say has a worse team.
Yeah. Leave a like in the comments and tell us what you think. Who has the worst team? Don't tell us who has the best team. It's fucking Nellic.
It's fucking Nellic. If you
fucking
say otherwise, you're fucking lying.
If you say otherwise, you are lying, or you're one of the other people in Baby, or you're Buffcat.
Or you're Buffcat.
Buffcat, if you're watching this,
Hi, Buffcat.
Hi. I'm gonna end the video now. Bye bye.
Bye guys.